Hello one and all, it's Connor with Applaud the Mod, and I bring to you today two different modifications for Rome 2 Total War. I still refuse it to call it, Total something 2. It's Rome Total War. Rome! The Total War is happening within Rome, not the other way around. So, yes, as you can hear in the background, I will pause for a second. Yes, a different soundtrack completely. So the soundtrack with Rome 2 was, I'll put it bluntly, complete and utter shit. It was boring, you could not remember it after you'd played the game for like 6 hours straight. There was nothing memorable or epic about it. It was just generic sound happening in the background while you were killing millions and thousands and billions of people. So, there is a modification on the Steam Workshop that allows you to change the in-game music on the menu, campaign map, and in battles to the Rome 1 and Barbarian Invasion soundtrack. Epic! I know, it's freaking epic beyond epic. Now with that out of the way, I'll jump on to the second one, which I think is infinitely more entertaining and enjoyable and exciting. So, we go through the Grand Campaign, as you do. And actually, let me just show you this. Now see in Imperator... Alright, so the game crashed, which it does not do all that often. Sarcasm, by the way. Well, what I was going to say is that in the Imperator Augustus campaign, you can play it as different factions within Rome itself. And the modification I am about to show you does exactly that. Now, if you have played Rome 1, you will remember this as well. Oh, yes. Scipii, Brutii, and Julii, and the music got epic just at the right and appropriate moment. Appropriate. Pronunciate. Enunciate. Which one is it? I haven't got a clue. But yes, this divides just the one Roman faction, or three well, you can pick the three different families normally, but they only give you different buffs. It doesn't really divide the map or anything. It gives you so much control over one faction. But this, I like. I like being able to take control of one family and going your own way, forging your own destiny and paving a path to glorious conquest and riches. Now what these are is, from Rome 1, you get to choose between three families. One of these three, blue, green or red. And each of these started off in different places. So let's just start the campaign. Hopefully it doesn't crash once again. If it does, then that's just incredibly unfortunate. That guy there looks like he's got an awful bad, I don't know, has he been stabbed or something? Well, the sword's just touching his necklace. Don't touch my necklace! My mom gave me dead! He's awful angry about getting his necklace touched. I mean, I've never seen anybody pull a face like that in Rome 2. They always just look, I don't know, stale and lifeless. Even when they're in marching order. Everyone in Rome 2 is depressed. They know and feel the game as we do. Right, okay, enough making fun of Rome 2. So as you can see, here is the Julii family, which looks like normal Rome to us because, the Julii family, Julius, took over at one point. But we have the Senate here, SPQR, which inhabits Rome. Now this is pretty much, as I just said, the Senate. They have their own personal armies. They will protect Rome more and more throughout the game. Here's Neapolis, the capital of the Scipii, who also have a little bit of territory over here in Syracuse. So they're more often than not going to go into Spain and southern or Africa, North Africa, whereas the Brutii here, who start off in the south of Italy, are going to go off into Greece and Asia Minor. And of course, the Julii here, the Reds, will go north into Gaul and Germania. Now the Senate, they don't really do much. They just defend Rome because, the senators are babbling old men who know nothing of war. All they know how to do is talk and talk a lot. Now I played this for quite a while. I play as the Scipii because the Scipii are awesome. And just listening to their campaign music in the background, it's just so relaxing. You can just sit in the campaign map for ages and relax. And when it gets into the battle, you're in a battle, the music just takes over everything else. It's so epic. Download it today on Steam Workshop at Rome 2 Total War. Emperor Edition. Emperor Edition more or less means less bugs than when we actually released it. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. What I find really fun about this is because I know I've complained about it a lot in the past. I've made videos about bugs and stuff, which, were pretty bad, game-breaking bugs. But I have played this game a lot. I played as Rome up until like 200 turns or something. 150, something like that in between that. And I never once saw a Roman civil war. But with this, you have 4 different Roman factions here pretty much. And I played this until about 50 turns. And about 20 turns in, 15-20 turns in, the Julii had surrounded Rome. And the Senate were still beating them off. The Senate were holding, their own against them. And then the Julii moved down here. The Reds moved down here to Neapolis. And I had nothing in Neapolis. It was just the garrison and nothing else. I had built my armies here in Syracuse and Lilybæum, whatever you call it. And I was preparing to move into Spain here, because I had conquered all these little outlying islands, the neighbouring islands to Italy, and but yeah, they'd surrounded Neapolis, and I had to build a really quick army, and then they sieged. I beat them back by the hair of my teeth. I could not withstand another siege, so I called one of my fleets back, about 6,000 men, and I held them back, because I, use a modification that increases the unit size by, like, I don't know, 200 or 300 more, or something like that, like 480 a group of men, pretty much get a battalion or something. But yeah, it was so much more interesting. I mean, the Brutii had forged really strong alliances with most of Greece, Macedonia, or Macedonia, whatever you want to call it. Macedonia sounds cooler. Macedonia sounds like a nut or something. But, the Julii were warmongers, just trying to take over most of Italy at the start of the game. And I didn't beat them back for like 20 to 30 turns, seriously. And it was pretty damn fun. I don't think I've had that much fun in Total War ever. So, I will provide links to both of these modifications in the description below, and you can check them out. I don't know about you guys, but I really cannot play Rome unless it is heavily modded. There are a couple of other mods that I cannot play the game without, and I will be making videos of those probably tomorrow, probably the next day. But I will definitely be making more videos about the modifications I use in Rome 2, because there are a lot of them, and each of them change the game in different ways, if not just skins or visually, then complete overhauls. So don't forget to like, it really helps me a lot. The more likes I get, the more videos I will upload, because people like getting a thumbs up now and again. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Why haven't you subscribed? Why haven't you subscribed? I'll fucking send the Reds after you. They love war, they love killing people. But, maybe not today. So until next time, I will see you later, and bye-bye.